Hi friends, today I'm going to show you the second part of my video which I'm coming back after a long time. Sorry for it. And I want to show you what is die cutting and what is a die cutting machine. See here I use a machine from the company called Sizzix, and this is a platform which you have two plates, cutting plates like this. Mine is has been used a lot of time, so many times I've used, and that's the reason you can see so many scratches on this. But the thing is, it doesn't hinder anything when you're cutting with a die. This is a magnetic board, okay, and die is this, which has got a small blade in these here, and the blade is inserted, and when you pass through this machine, putting one plate like this and keeping the die over a card and rotate it, it will pass through this machine like this. It will come out from the other side and the card will get cut. So for example, I will show you how I cut the cardstock. Just a second. I'm showing you just a scrap paper. This is one, and I'm going to keep my die like this. Okay, can you see the die here? Yeah. And then I will put one plate below and the other plate over the die like this, and there is a rotating cranking one small handle is here by the side of the machine. See, when I rotate it and bring it back, normally it happens in one go itself, but I just bring it back, and then you can see the thing is cut. You can see the shape like this. I use many shapes to cut in different shape. Many shapes can be cut with these dies, and there are different dies for different shapes. So this is a circle die, and you have many sizes also in this. They are called infinity dies, which has got multiple dies like this, different sizes. So I have taken one of the size, this die, and I did the cutting now. Same thing you get in rectangle, you get in different shapes, border, and you cut the cardstock in this machine. So when you move it like this, it will go. When I rotate the handle, and when you rotate it backwards, it will come back, and normally the paper will get cut. But this is just one part of making the card. I wanted to show you, and this is the side. I told you there is one small handle which I have to rotate like this. This is the cutting machine. So you have different companies which make different kinds of die cutting. Which makes different machines. So the die cutting machines, some are manual. If you want to select an automatic like electric one, you can select that also. I have selected manual one. Somehow I feel comfortable, but maybe later I need to go for a electric one, because lot of effort is needed to cut any shape. See, like this one, this is a leaf die. I have cut it into this shape. The shape of the die itself is like this. So when you pass through the machine, you get this cut. But this is a foam which I have cut it into this shape. So this is called die cutting. So in the card making process, there are many. Like before, we used to do with the scissors, cutting with the scissors. Nowadays, you want intricate designs, then you need to use the die cutting machine. Scissors you use for simple ones like maybe a circle or rectangle, but that will have a precision cutting when you do with a die. See, like this is a circle, and this is called vellum paper. Vellum means it is translucent paper like wax paper, and this will reduce the color on any paper. Like if you don't want that dark color, so you can adhere this one on the paper, and you can make it into a little subtle color, a subtle pattern. Like I have this paper, I don't want this dark color, so what I'll do is I will just layer this over the dark color, and it will make it into a little subtle design. So now today I want to share with you a simple process of making an envelope and as well as coordinating card, like a greeting card which is coordinated with the envelope. So what I have done is I have stuck paper which is called as decoupage with a tissue. This is a serviette which has got 3 layers. So what I do is I remove the 2 layers. Normally they will have 3 layers. In any serviette you have 3 layers. See, I have removed 2 layers, 1 and 2, and this is the third, which is very thin, and this you can stick it on the card, on the paper, or whichever surface you want. And this one you do it with a particular type of glue which is called decoupage glue, which is normally made for these papers. And this is a decoupage glue from a company called Craft Angles, and they are in India, and their products are normally very good. So I buy many of my stuff from Craft Angle. Dies, stamps. Stamp is this photopolymer stamps. So when I stamp it on with the ink, I stamp it like this, taking the ink, putting the ink on this surface and stamping it like any other stamp, but with intricate designs. So these are called stamps. So there are 3 things which you need for card making. One is, if you want to go for a die cutting, then go for die cutting machine. Otherwise you can do it manually with the scissor. And decoupage glue, card stock, which is normally cotton based cold press card stock. So they are very sturdy and thick. I am using 300 GSM or 270 GSM weight of the card. Weight means each paper has got certain weight per square centimeter. So per square, when you weigh that and see, according to your need, you can go for 110 pounds, still 110 pounds, that is the highest I have seen, and 300 GSM, which converts into 300 GSM, 250 GSM, 270 GSM. There are variety of different weights in the cardstock. So normally I use 270 or 300 GSM cardstock, so that it is sturdy, and when you pass through the die cutting machine also, they get cut very nicely, and you can ink them. Inks are, I think the previous video itself I have shown you what are inks. There are different colors of inks. They are called distress inks. That is a name of a ink. It's not that it is a distress ink. It is called as distress ink by a company called Rangers, and this is designed by Tim Holtz. He is a person who designed all these colors and inks, and he has given the names for these inks. This is mustard seed, which is nothing but yellow, sugar spun sugar, and which is slightly pinkish. This is tattered rose, a different kind of pink. Like there are many shades in the pink, blues, greens, everything, but they have given a certain name for this. This is picked raspberry. They have given very fancy names which sound very good when you are using them, and you can order these by these names. This is called tumble glass. This is hickory smoke, that is light gray. And my favorite color in this is peacock feathers, which is like peacock color, feather color, like this. It's a teal color, intense teal color. So normally I use this a lot. And you blend this ink on the cardstock with a blender. This is a ink blender. So this has got a small dome foam like this, and you blend the ink. Take the ink and blend it, or put it on the surface. There is a method of blending the ink, but these blending tools will help in blending the ink neatly without any smudges. Normally these inks, they even out after some time on its own. They are all very good inks, and there are like companies called Rangers, Gina K, and Altenew. Many companies are there which are craft companies. They produce inks also. So whichever is suitable for you, you can purchase those. These are like minimum things which you need for making a card. So what I am doing is, today I have taken a card, sorry, it's here, and I have put tissue or serviette over this. I have stuck this and made it into base, card base. So this I am going to cut this with a die, with a rectangle die. I will pass this through my die cutting machine and I will make it into a rectangle space, and then I am going to create the card. So there are and also I have made envelope using the same serviette like this. I have already stuck my envelope with the paper, that is tissue paper, and I have made the card. I just wanted to match the card and as well as the envelope. So I'm just going to come back, cutting this, making it into a proper rectangle, and I'll come back. Yeah, I just cut this into a proper rectangle and I've got it. Now I am showing you one inking tool called Misty inking tool. This is an amazing inking tool or stamping platform, which is, you know, like you can stamp anything using this and it will come so crisp and neat, and it will not move from one place to another. Like for example, I'm going to show you this. This is the magnet. So I'm going to just put this magnet here, and I want to stamp this sentiment. This is celebrate. So what I'm going to do is, I will just align this along with the design. So it is like this. Hope it will come out properly. Sometimes stamps, when you stamp it, you know, it doesn't come properly, but still I'm just trying. So I'm going to stamp this sentiment into this circle, which I've already cut and kept. This is one more ink called Versafine. This is a permanent ink, means they don't react with water. You have to really press this hard to do the stamping. See, this has come celebrate, but there are some gaps in this, so I'm going to re-stamp. So to do this in the correct position, this stamp positioner helps a lot. Otherwise, I can also use an acrylic block and do the stamping, but you can't do multiple times because the alignment goes and you get smudged picture. See, now this has been done properly. So now this is ready, this sentiment for this. So this has to dry because this ink is very like pigment inks, they don't dry quickly, so you need to wait for a while. That is maybe 1 minute. That's it. Other inks like distress inks, they dry immediately, so you don't need to wait for that. But this one is permanent, and so it takes a little more time to dry. So now stamping tool, I'm going to keep it inside. And these stamps also, you have different types. Like this, there's one which has got intricate design in this. So when I ink this surface and stamp it over a platform or a paper, it'll come out very nicely. So this is one example, I'm showing it to you. So now after cutting the card, I want to stick it on this base. This base card, I have inked it. I wanted this border to match with the card. So what I have done is I have inked only the border which will show on this, and I am going to stick it. See, this is the scalloped rectangle die which I have used to make it as layering card. Like this one is the base, this is the base, and now I am going to adhere this, which is a scalloped thing, and over that I am going to put this, adhere this one. Okay, then the card is finished. This will look in this way. On this I am going to put my sentiment. So for this I need to decorate a little bit more this card. I'll show you what I'm going to do now. First let me adhere this base to the main card. So I'm going to use a normal PVC glue to stick this card. Can't find my glue. There are so many things on my table. I will clear this multiple times and again it becomes a mess. So I'm not able to find the glue. One second. Anyway, I'll use another glue. This is Gina K glue. So I'm going to put the glue. So you can see the border, the dark color border, which will match my card design. That is, see, this is the base and this is the card. So it will look beautiful with the border. So now I'm going to adhere this to the base. You can stick this with a double-sided tape or with the glue. I prefer glue because you will get some wiggling time. Otherwise, the tape immediately it will get stuck and you cannot move the card or the material which you want to stick on the cardstock. See, now this is giving a nice pop, white color. So this I need to leave it for a while Sometimes I keep one like these to just stick them, and meanwhile I will show you. This I have already stamped and kept it ready. And this is a butterfly which I want to put it. This is the decoration on the cardstock, and on top of it you can put some gems. Like I have different color gems here. I can use anything. Like this has got many kinds of gems. So now this is okay. I can put this here, and I want to do it. But yeah, this is better. And then let me see which color gem will match this base color. Maroon. Lot of static in my hand finger. Yeah, this is better. This is subtle and nice. So I'm going to use 2 or 3 gems. And this is one more tool. This is called a gem picker, which has got a wax tip, so I can easily pick up the gem like this. I have learned it in a very difficult way because I didn't know many things when I started making the cards, and I used to watch many videos and go through many companies when they demonstrate. I'll sit and watch and see which is helpful in making the card. So it took almost 4 years for me to come to this level. It's a very slow process. You cannot finish any kind of art quickly. You need patience for this. See, this is a glue bottle which has got clogged now. I need to remove the clog with a needle and use it. I have a pin cushion where I keep my pins on this, so it's handy. So now where do I put it? Here? Here? Yeah, I think this is a good place. Still it is clogged. Let me use the other glue. When I want to do some video shooting, that time all my things, they go haywire. They don't work properly. Otherwise they'll work very well, and I don't have to think. But when I'm shooting, I don't know what happens to my gadgets. So I'm going to stick it here. Okay, on this I'm going to put this butterfly. Is it too big for this card? I feel it's very big. Yeah, maybe here. No, celebrate will be covered. and just slightly bend this to give a proper shape and stick it like this. So this is done. I need to put some small gems here, and I will also put a banner. Sometimes I use pearls, sometimes gems, whichever, depending on the design, which will go well. So you can see the gem here. And what I said is I will stick one sentiment here with a banner. Banner is a shape of the die, which will be like rectangular here with a tail. So what I'm going to do that with a fish tail. So I'm going to put that and stamp another sentiment, maybe celebrate your birthday or anniversary, something like that, and then I'll finish the card. So you can decorate this card in multiple ways. This is one simple method I'm showing you. And after doing this, I will stamp my name here with this stamp. I'll stamp it and show it to you later. I'm going to put my signature here. This is a stamp again, and I'm going to use a black ink to create this. This I do always after I finish my card. This is created by me. It's a very, very simple card. I just wanted to show you the process of creating a card. So this is what I have done. This is by decoupaging tissue paper over a cardstock and then matching it with the envelope. See, this is the envelope. So when I put the card inside, it looked beautiful with the envelope and also coordinated card. See, even the envelope I'm going to decorate it. I'll put something from for you or thinking of you, some sentiment here, and I will decorate this also. So this is the finished card and the envelope. Thank you. See you again with another video. Please like and share my video, and it will be very encouraging to me. Thank you for being with me till now and watching my video. Bye.